You know, I heard that there's a lack of pumpkins on the server. I've heard that certain people are requiring pumpkins. So I thought, okay, let's put up a shop. A quick little shop, just to provide people the pumpkins they need. So exciting. Come and get your pumpkins. Low, low prices. Right here at Jay's Little Pumpkin Shack. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Serenity. Now, as you can see, our pumpkin shop is gone. And this thing has appeared in its place. So, where is my pumpkin shop? I'm going to go have a little look around, see if I can find it. But it has been moved, and I'm not particularly happy about it, because, believe it or not, we were actually selling pumpkins. Well, alright, we didn't have to look far to find it, and here it is. Watching you scrub. Now, 10 points for guessing who wrote that, and who left my shop just in pieces with all its stock in a few barrels. Like, just unceremoniously dumped on the floor over here. We'll get you back for this. Now, I'm going to deal with that later. But for now, I have some other things in mind. For a little while now, this little building here, which I kind of like, you know, it's simple and it fits our jungle design, and it's been a good storage to us. But it may be getting out of hand. There are a couple of shulkers down here with just some junk and stuff and zero organization, and well, at least this is sorted. Got birch logs for days. But it's really starting to get to me, and I kind of want to get into building other things, but it's so hard. You can't find the right materials at the right time, at the right sort of speed. Everything's so slow. Are these dogs mine? No. I don't have any bones on me. They probably don't need more dogs. So in order to make ourselves a better storage, I have set up another beacon. So we got two now on the base at either side of it. And do you remember when Vegan started to build a trap under here, and he left this little redstone door behind? Well, we have started digging it out, and this is what we have so far. Now, what I'm thinking is that on the right hand side here, we're gonna have like a normal sort of item sorter. All our main big items, like our dirt boxes and our stone and stuff, like, it's gonna go on this side. And we're gonna work on the redstone in a minute. But on the left hand side, I want to try a multi-item sorter, because I've never done it before, and seen a couple of videos from Omladu again, which I will drop in the description. And I kind of want to have a go at that. Okay guys, storage update. This is taking some time. We're working on some design things at the same time as some functional things. We basically want to have one input up here, which is this chest going into hoppers at the minute. But eventually I would like to change that into a shulker unloader so that I could just come here, dump my shulker in the wall, and it goes around the whole system and just empties everything and sorts it for me. Wouldn't that be something? So it's just got a basic chest input for now, and then we'll look at building something for that later. But this side is done. Like, this side we have done. So dirt blocks, all the different like stone blocks and normal blocks that you get from most of your digging is done. It's on this side. It's ready. And behind, we've got this item sorter, which I already have on a couple of my farms. I have some on my iron farm, which sorts the roses from the iron blocks and stuff. And I have it on my rocket factory. And it's just really useful. So this design, I think, was originally done by Impulse a long time ago. And it just has held up. Like, I'm not an expert on sorting systems, but I've used this a lot. And it never really fails. It's not that expensive. And I recommend having a look at it if you haven't already. Now, this comes from our input chest, and it goes all the way through. We might need to work out some better way of getting across here. But it comes all the way through, and if it doesn't get sorted into any of our items here, it's going to go around the corner into this dropper, which has a little system. So if there's anything goes in the dropper, let's just put in, yeah, this copper slabs now. This clock will start, and then the dropper will fire, and it'll go down the water stream, which I think you could just see earlier. It'll go down this water stream, which again, don't worry too much about the design. Like, we're going to have a look at changing this later. And it comes to this output, which we can pick that back up now. But if any items don't fit the categories along this first section with the impulse sorter, then it's going to come down this way. And what I need to figure out next is how it's going to get back this way. Because what we're going to do is sort the items out into multi-slots. And I've already started sorting out some things here. As you can see, we've got all our different wood types. And we've just got to kind of leave like at least one item in every slot of the chest. And you'll see later, I'll talk you through a little bit of the design, but I'm not going to give you a tutorial. I will drop Omladu's link in the comments. Or the description. I'm new to this. Leave me alone. And then, yeah. Hopefully, we can have most of the items that we want sorting. This is going to be good. I'm excited about it. I also need to look into what shulker unloader to do, but oh, can I show you something? I know that we put in stuff from the other side. Let's just put in some stuff here. All these copper things. Where are they going to go? Oh, and these pumpkins too. Like, that's going through this system now, and it's saying, nah, it's not dirt. Nah, it's not stone. It's not that. Look, let's get rid of it. And it pumps it out through here, which I think is just cool to watch. And, you know, there may be better ways of doing this. There may be more efficient ways of doing this. But I'm kind of using little bits of knowledge that I know or I've learned from different people, from different videos. And I'm going to put them all together and make my storage room. Like, yeah, maybe it's not the best. But getting there myself, I think, is the important thing.
And I think that's really cool. Like, I'm gonna go away for a little while and work on some more things here. But, yeah, I'm really pleased with what I got so far. And I hope to catch you all in a bit with a bit more progress. Be right back.
You know, it always seems to be raining on Serenity right now. Like, it's always really bad weather. I don't understand what's happening. But yeah, that brings creepers. And I was kind of sorting out my storage, and the creeper did that to my door. So, yeah, I'm going to go through the other entrance, because this one doesn't have an entrance anymore. But you'll see in a minute, there's no storage in there anymore, so it doesn't matter because we have actually completed it. We've taken everything out of there and we've moved it into a big messy pile. Yeah, there's a lot of shulkers here, like as you can see, but we've got all our system kind of in place now. So this is the shulker unloader. And all I have to do is put shulkers in there. Let me just real quickly go to sleep because the storm's doing my head in. Yeah, we cleared everything out. Creeper damage. I think we need to repurpose this room, so I've kind of left armor up here. And I might turn this into like a little bit of an armory with some stands and stuff. But that's another job for another day. All of these are... I moved the wood over here, by the way. It was at the other end, but as I was watching the video, I realized that I needed to flip the entire build. So... yeah, everything was built left to right. I had to build it right to left, which it's not very nice when you're following tutorials. But it does help to sort of learn how the thing works and stuff, so that's really cool. Yeah, I had to stop for a phone call. Turns out they really want me to change my energy supplier. Now, this shulker unloader... I didn't really learn from my mistakes with the other build because I also had to flip this one reverse. Like, if only I chose to build the room in the other direction, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that have been sensible? Anyway, I would like to have a go at putting some of these boxes into my machine, giving it a little whirl and seeing if it sorts some of the things out. That'd be pretty cool. All we gotta do, drop them in this barrel, like so, and then we should just press this button here, and off it goes. A little bit more of a clear up. Oh. And then all my gear will be sorted. I'm really excited about this. I'm really proud of this. Like, I know that this is like, it's a little pickup from a few different people's builds, but I put it together myself, and like, you know, I don't really do redstone, so it's nice to know that I've got the ability and I've learnt some things. And as I said before, I think, you know, it's probably not the most efficient. That's not what we're going for here. We're just gonna try and make our lives like a little bit easier than normal, because I just like to, you know, be organized, and I really want to build more stuff. I've got some good stuff planned. I've got some exciting stuff planned, and this is gonna help a whole bunch. There's an area down here which is for overflow. Because I'm not quite sure whether I've got too many items yet. We'll have to wait for all that to go through. And if it is, this is like an easy thing to extend, like, and just keep going towards the wall and stuff like that. We can even make it turn corners if we want to, because that elephant man, Mr. Omladoo, is a genius. And I'll let him do all the genius for me. I think we just wait for the items to sort now and think about how we're going to decorate the rest of this room. Finally finished my loot room, yes. And I'll be the first one to admit that it's taken a pretty long time. But do you know what? It's worth it, and I never have to sort loot again. And while there were some kinks, which we'll talk about in a minute, it's a pretty good system. So I'm really happy with what I got. Let's go have a look inside. I'm distracted by the airplane. Okay, let's look at... I don't know what this is. Or what happened here. Oh! Ah! Ah! You broke it. Oh no. Yeah. Hello? Where did he go? What? Okay. Okay. Well, we're trying to show off the loot room, and we're getting distracted by the wonderful trader. Do you have anything good? No? Okay. I don't know why I'm checking him at this point in the game. But yeah, we have the top end of the loot room with this kind of overgrown cave type feel. We got a little workbench in the corner. Love this table. B-dubs, I think. I saw this first. But basically, drip leaf, you can lock it out and it won't fall if you put redstone underneath. So there's that. We've seen the shulker unloader. And yeah, the rest of it's just kind of overgrown, like a little bit. So it's really nice in here. We got this kind of like a sewer grate going on, because we have to have some sort of explanation for the water. Like, maybe it's a long-lost civilization and this is their old sewer system, or whatever. I don't know. You decide what the lore is. I'm just making it up. But yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's, ooh. I'm obviously not that happy with it. I need to fill in this area with moss, but it's just going to be moss, the same as the rest of this kind of stuff. You know. You're gonna live here forever now. Forever, ever. Oh. There's no escape. Well, you could be the warden of the loot. The loot warden. Hmm? Okay. What was I about to say? I don't know. Get distracted by things. Right. Okay, yeah, no, the loot system itself. So, we talked about how it works, right? With you just put your whole shulker in the top here, and I showed you this earlier, and it comes through, and then the empty shulkers come out, like, over here. But what I will say is, if you have a lot of loot to do all at once, don't put 27 shulkers in there all at once. Don't put 30 shulkers in there all at once. Nope, 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 nope. Because what happens is, it will all back up here. Now, this like little system is absolutely fine for you coming back from a build, maybe unloading like 4 or 5 shulkers, and it drops them through the dispenser there, and it's fine. Nothing will happen. But yeah, don't do 30. I found that out the hard way. I had to remove them all and try again. But yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. It's keeping it jungle. Keeping it real. Do you ever come back to like editing a video and you realize that the last thing that you said was keeping it jungle, keeping it real? Like, I just can't speak for Ask Jay. Like, I don't know what he's up to. Like, I can't change him. He's just set in his ways. I'm sorry. Remember this little outlet? Have we... Yeah, no, we saw the candle shop. The brick shop we've seen. We did the wool shop release. which has some lovely puns just for you guys. We are so glad you came to see. Yeah, I think we did. We did this bit already. But what we haven't seen is that the honey pot is kind of finished, and it does need a sign. But we finished the interior, and we are officially selling honey. We're selling honeycomb, and we're selling honey blocks. We're not selling those things, but and we are selling premium turtle wax. I think this shop's kind of cool. I'm really happy with it. It's a big mishmash, and I love using the resin again. And we remembered what resin was called this time. So yeah. And we got a little storage area, like upstairs for now, where we can put extra stock should we need it, if we sell any ever. Tilt wax going well. Like, you may say 4 diamonds a stack for a honey block. That's ridiculous, Jay. What are you talking about? But you have to bear in mind that that took a long time to farm. Okay? I think next time what I would do is I would put the bees in the nether. I think that they're supposed to stay awake the whole time in the nether. These pumpkins are still here. We're going to figure something out. But first I'm going to fly home and go to sleep. And I kind of wanted to show you this as well. I'm trying to land on that bridge. I suck at flying. Our survivors who landed here on the plane obviously spent their first night by this campfire in my headcanon, by this beautiful river. Before they built this was their first kitchen, and they put up a flag, and they were like, look, we're going to survive, we're going to fish in the river, we're going to make some fish stew or grilled fish or whatever, and this just adds a little extra to our base. Now all we've got left to do with that is just to path it up to the bridge over there, and then probably bring a path down here. Like, I imagine it like a little cobbly type path through this section. And then, hey Gurglebutt, you got the spinsies. Okay. Yeah, this path, and it's gonna link up here. That would make sense. Is there a party in the plane? Hello? Like, that guy was not a survivor, I would say. That's how you get up to the treehouse. And you sleep. So, what is next now we've sorted our storage? I think that we need to cover up these farms on this side of the temple, which is just going to be an extension of the same palette as the temple, and just some different shapes and stuff. Like, this needs to be buried. Some more trees, perhaps. But one of the things I want to do, and I'm trying out a little bit in creative at the minute, is giant custom flowers, which I think would be really cool to add to the jungle. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm really struggling with that right now. They're not particularly turning out very well, and maybe next episode I can show you some of the progress through the creative mode, and what that looks like, and if I'm going to actually take any of those designs into this world. But we'll see. That's one of the things I want to do, and I also kind of want to work on figuring out what caused this plane to crash. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's skip to an outro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all I have time for this episode. But I've been having a little think about the pumpkin stuff and Finn's store. I think that we need to move on, and we need to find some way to maybe bury the hatchet and stop being so petty. Yeah, you know, she put loads of iron golems at my base, and then I put a pumpkin stand up where she was going to build her shop, and then she removed my pumpkin stand. You know, where does it stop with the pumpkins? You know, it has to end somewhere, and we need to move on. So, Finn, let's figure something out, okay? This can't go on.